Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here, and we are here for some more Psychopaths, man. It feels awesome saying that. Now, I've never covered Psychopaths or anything on my channel. I've made news videos for it for the Sinners of the System stuff and whatnot. But in terms of reactions, I've never done any reactions to Psychopaths here on the channel. So this is going to be a first for me. And we also have these newbies coming into the unit as enforcers with our two new main characters in this season. So it's kind of I guess a little funny how that's working out. But we're still gonna have it seems like old characters still present here. I think they've casted Akane, they've casted Kogami. They're probably gonna have really small supporting roles, but they have been casted. Maki, Shion, I think Ginoza's been casted as well. So a lot of the old faces still have been casted here in this third season. So we're gonna see them pop up. I think Sho as well from he was introduced in season 2. I think he's here as well. So we're still gonna see some of the old faces that we know from the first 2 seasons of Psychopaths and also the movies as well. And I did want to talk about that as well. But I'm going into it. With an open mind, man. I'm going to be as optimistic as possible. Really there hasn't been a whole lot of hype surrounding this third season, and I think a big part in that is because of how it's it hasn't really been promoted, it hasn't really been pushed. It's also on Amazon. I mean, really, a lot of us didn't even know if it was coming out, right? We didn't have any previews or any information or anything like that. So there really hasn't really been a whole lot of buzz or hype surrounding Psychopath season 3, which I might like it more like that, to be honest. With this third season, if it's just kind of low key, if it's a good solid watch, right, and it's low key, I might like it more like that. To be honest, for Thursday night watches, I think that sounds pretty cool. Actually, so yeah, with the whole thing with the movies. The first movie I have watched. I know the second and third movies are out subbed now, and I do plan to watch those most likely before the next episode of season 3 comes out. I've heard mixed things. I've heard that the third movie, you're gonna have to watch certain things from the third, or you're gonna have to watch the third movie for season 3. I could see them using some things even from the first movie as potential little plot points or something that they may go with in season 3. I would recommend watching the movies, and like I said, I am going to watch them before the second episode of this third season. But from what I've heard of this first episode, I heard you don't really have to watch anything with the movies. It's probably for future plot points in season 3 that the movies are going to be for or are setting up for. So yeah, that's the case with the movies. I do plan to watch them. I do recommend that you watch them as well. The first movie gives shine to Maki and Ginoza, mostly Maki. The first movie was solid. It wasn't anything super spectacular, mind blowing, amazing or anything, but it wasn't trash. It wasn't bad. It was a solid film, the first one. And I think the second film, which I've yet to watch, focuses on Masaoka and Sugo, which I'm still have to watch that one, like I said. And the third movie focuses on Kogami. So I'm hearing that's the best movie, and it makes sense because it's focused on Kogami. And there's some kind of a reveal at the end of the third movie. So yeah, I am gonna knock those out. But just in case you guys didn't know about the movies, now you know. I say watch them for sure. So yeah, I think that's really about what I wanted to talk about or jump into before we actually get into season 3 here itself. So drop a like if you guys are excited for another season of Psychopaths, man. And we're gonna hop right into this first episode and see what we got. And also, if you guys didn't know, the episodes are double length. So yeah, we're gonna be here for almost an hour, which I actually kind of prefer that. So yeah, we're gonna get into this episode. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna hop into it in 3, 2, 1, play. I think Yuki Kaji is voicing one of the main guys. I think his name is Arata, and then the other guy's name is K. Michael Ignatov. And this is set in 2120. So that's it's some years after season 2, almost 10 years. Is that Kana Hanazawa? So that's Akane? Is this Akane saying this? Sybil system. Good old Sybil system. You know, there's little flaws with it though. We know there's little issues with it though. Here's one of the new guys. What have we forgotten? The answers are shrouded in darkness, along with the true crimes that lurk in our society, like the loopholes. Yeah, there's Akane. There's Akane. And she's like trapped. She. Oh shit. Oh, we got the OP too, and she's like, so she's like isolated right now. She's like, this girl's too dangerous to be out there in society. Oh my god. They started off like that though. I doubt I like this as much as the other OPs, but because it's we'll see though. We'll see. Is that classic like reaching out? Psychopath loves doing that. Kind of like the style they're going for here. Yeah, I really like the color, like the way they're using the colors here, like the black and whites, the reds and the blacks. Ooh, Qvism Huya Extended. Never heard of them. I like it. I like the OP. I don't think it's anywhere near the other ones though. But I don't think we were expecting it really. But it's a solid OP, especially in terms of the visual presentation. What were his eyes doing right there? Did you see that? His eyes were like rolling back in his head or something. Episode 1, Laylap's calling. So OP's pretty solid. I like it. I like it. I mean, I don't think I dislike any Psychopaths openings though, to be fair. That was something Akane was talking about in the first movie, actually. The Sinners of the System movie was that the higher ups were kind of after her, and that was why she pushed Maki to handling the mission that they kind of tackle in the first movie. So they started off season 3 with her in confinement like that. So we'll see, man. How old would Akane be at this point? Like in her late 20s? Because if this is in 2120, we got like a very decent time leap here. So was that like that guy and his girl on that picture? Looks like a huge bird. Literally. The way he said that, it crashed. It's down. Like, right, you didn't have anything to do with it, huh? I'm happy. Yeah, nothing to do with it, right, man? Yeah, this is the kind of shit I love, dude. Yeah, this is why Psychopaths, like, definitely the first season, one of my favorite series, man. Because of just like the cyberpunk, like the aesthetic, like the look of the cities, the first day on the job, new boy. These blanks, man. All these blanks, I need them filled in. Oh. And that was over his father, like that vision that hmm. Yuki Kaji's a busy man this season though, huh? You can kind of tell like they're trying to design him to look sort of similar to like with the hairstyle and whatnot, like to kind of look similar to Kogami. There's Show right there. I saw in there. And here's the other main guy, yeah, K. So it's K and Arata is gonna be our new sort of duo, and they're both newbies. Symptoms. Is that Kase and Maki? Yeah, it's definitely Maki. And that was her name. Yeah, Kase. Kind of reminds me of Akane in like when she first a little bit. I don't think like Akane's hit me more than look at Arata look at Arata blushing. I'm real. But Arato's like blushing probably for Maki, right? So they got a do they have a different chief now? I think that I don't even remember her full name to be honest. I think it might be a different chief though. Suppress the immigrants if they riot. Mentalist skills. These are like the symptoms that Kay was talking about. So he has some kind of like ability or something, right? He has some kind of Arata does. Was he really just sleeping right there? So here are some of the new characters. The show's not new, but these other people around him are new. I'm pretty sure. Yo, they got some great voice actors for these new characters, man. I gotta say, like that's something I have to applaud them for. You know, show's not gonna say much. they got they got Suave on here. I think it sounds like Suave to me. This is gonna be like our group right here. There we go, the Dominators. Yeah. Like the music they're using here too. Tenna Todoroki, Kazumichi Ire, Mao Kisaragi, Sho Hinakawa. So there's our group. I'm gonna have to get the names down for the new ones. Arata and K won't be that hard, but the two would be tough guys are playing in the trip us up. Yeah, look at them. Look at them. Maybe not. Maybe not. So they've already checked their hues and all that in their levels. But now with this whole thing happening, they're doing it again? I would be pissed too, probably, to be fair. K's having some, They gave K the toughest task here. Oh, yeah, so they were not joking about them pulling something on him, trying to. Jeez. They're just literally trying to start some shit. Yeah. Over 100. Jeez. He just paralyzed him. He just paralyzed him, to be fair, but still, like, these guys are making a good impression so far, these two. Like, they're not really making a good first impression on me, at least. So K has definitely the toughest assignment, at least so far, from what's been shown. Asahi Rick Fellows. I think that was the guy we saw at the very beginning. It was like freaking out. He had the picture of him in that girl. I want to see him use his ability or whatever he has, this mentalish stuff they were talking about. Put in a headphone. This is the kind of thing he can do. He's literally seeing how it all played out, or how. What? I'm going to be killed, and that's this Rick guy. That's why he ran away. That's why he's freaking out. Blood trails. But how did he get this ability, or how did like that's what I'm curious about, or how did this even happen? You know, because he's literally seeing how it's all kind of played out. There he is. Mental trace. That's what they call it. Yeah, he was freaking out. And then he was like, was it like pills or something? He was going like this. We've got a weirdo, but that mental trace stuff is no joke, dude. That's actually super clutch, right? Like that's like crazy. The name on that thing was Koichi. It was like Koichi Asuzawa or something. We'll check that for you. You're good. Jeez. That guy in the car though. Is his name Shizuka? Shizuka Homura. Huh. This is pretty neat. Whoa. And we saw Kei and Arata right there. Mmm. There's Shion. Good to see her again. Arata has a thing for the girls. And Kei has no like interest. Arata's like the complete opposite. Maki's telling them really not to like get it, like really be involved or do it. You know, they don't have to handle anything else, but they're like, yeah, we're gonna handle it a little bit, and then a little bit more. Man's on cloud nine. They're both bending your orders. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, right, they're having a little fun with it. They're right, and we know there is something. These two really have it out for them, man. The two older guys, they really have it out for Arata and K. K and Arata on it again. Arata's like I think slumped in the back. Pretty sure. Yeah, look at him. Yes, sir. Akane. Toshi Yatsumata. Ah, man's in some financial shit. Rata has something planned up his sleeve. I kind of want to see what. So he was right. Arata was right. There's another one of them in here, one of his friends. Well, here they are. Oh, wait, what is Arata doing? Damn. Ooh. K has one arrested. Oh man, he was trying to run straight for the old man because they knew they were screwed. So he was like calling ahead to like explain like. So, so okay, I like how they kind of orchestrated that. Like Kay was doing the physical part of it, and then Arata was kind of like thinking ahead, like okay, like if Kay gets this, settled, bring the news to them so they don't freak out, right, while they're arrested. There's that guy again. Hugh had been deteriorating for some time. It's related to his job, his work. Mm-hmm. Video footage. Which we know we saw this guy like we saw this guy like take a selfie with it. He was like obviously had something to do with it. Like I was like, this guy's sketchy. That's not the same guy that took the selfie with it, is it? He looks kind of. I don't think it's the same guy. We didn't even get his name or anything, just his face. We swore we wouldn't be sheep, that we'd succeed in this society and become foxes. No, this was the guy. Koichi Asuzu. Oh, yeah, and that's the card we saw that the one girl found. This was the guy that took the selfie with it. This is his subordinate. Okay, so they are working together though. So I couldn't remember the face, but they are still, I guess, kind of related or working together in cahoots. Hmm. There was some guy, taking a selfie. And what was his quote that he said? It was like so happy or something like that. Very happy. It was something along those lines when he took the picture. He couldn't have filmed it unless he knew it was going to crash. He knew where it was going to end up straight up. Like, what the fuck? So there are like little like drawbacks or little like it's not just all like with the whole mental trace thing. Like there's kind of like a drawback to it. Or there's like a in the future I feel like it's gonna be way worse and kind of these little foreshadowing things we've been seeing or like these little bits were interesting though. He's right about that. And they're already on to him. Quirk. Though extremely empathy, you can cross the mental borderline. Yeah, like he literally becomes that person essentially and plays out like how they anyone could do it with practice. Come on now. He has to be like a rare. He's a rare case, obviously. Like what? A little bit of practice, you can do it. Like the wife. That's who we saw in the picture. Oh, there she is, Adele. Some was frightening. Something was worrying him. Excuse me. And it was after he got that job where his psychopath started deteriorating. So it has to be something with the job or something they were involved in. That would be me. That would be okay. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna understand it. So just don't even bother with me. That would be me, to be honest. We're starting to get somewhere though with this. What if he had something someone would kill him for? Hmm. Flowers. Some with the flowers. That's what he he does that a lot, dude. He's already done that like a couple times in this first episode. Mmm. Ding 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 ding. It was intentional. It was yeah. Like how Kay's like we don't know yet, but then like we'll find the killer. We're like yeah, it was not an accident. Like ah Oh, it was square. I don't know anything about that, to be honest. Lucky guess. So there's that. I mean, the whole thing with his mental trace it just takes a little bit of practice. You know, Arata. I really mess with Arata so far. he's he's pretty cool. Paid it up for thousands of employees and mortgage management labels. The guy that was at the scene, Yonehara. That's the guy that was with. Yeah, so they're together. Yep, they're connected. Oh man, so they were like, okay, we're going to question this man again. We're going. They didn't waste any time. They did not waste any time. Oh, Rata and Sho are here too. Oh, you know him? Like, oh shit. He got a little rattled there. He didn't. Thank you. Nice. That was smooth. It's the ones he's working with. That right? Yeah. That are that are above him that have more because they're kind of just using this guy essentially, this Yonahara guy. Bullshit. Preparing to spill the beans. Preparing to come out with it. But too many people start off like that, but end up wading in too deep. That's what she's kind of worried about. That's why she had that reaction. Like she's like, like because right now they're just they're happy they want to do their jobs, right? They're detectives, but we saw how that's ended up for a lot of the characters in Psychopaths. Getting too deep into the detective work, and yeah, how that's ended up kind of affecting them. Yeah, to say the least. Because this is like a whole nother like sort of group, right? Or just a whole yeah. They're kind of just playing with a lot of the factors or variables involved. So his dad's name was Arata's dad's name was Atsushi. Facts. I'm already starting to like this duo, man, because they're pretty different with how they go about things, but it kind of works out for how they handle shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, doesn't it look like a young like Kogami there almost like he kind of yeah like that's what their intention was with this kind of like a mix of like Akane and Kogami. Speaking of, again, believe that they will be the hounds who will reach the unseen empty. So Akane is what made. Oh my gosh! So Akane is what made pretty much Kei and Arata getting into the force like a thing. Like she's the one who recruited them. And we got Koshuni on the ED. Dude, they're perfect for this show. 100%. Trippy visuals. Psychopath loves doing this. Yo. Yeah, they are perfect for this show. Bullet. I'm kind of happy they got them on here. Yeah, you see Kogami being flashed in the ED too. I really like this song, man. I really like the visuals too. Damn. We got some after the ED? Oh yeah, we do. Yo, is that who I think it is? Good Oza, let's go, boy. I mean, I just saw him recently in the movie, in the first movie, so it hasn't been that long for me. But let's go, man. That's sweet to see him there. Uh, so yeah, first episode here for Psychopath season 3. I actually really like the two main characters already. Like I'm already kind of feeling them. Like are they gonna be on like Akane or like Kogami level for me? I don't think so, man. I don't know. It's kind of too early to tell, but I just feel like that's like just an impossible kind of feat, like for them to reach. But I do like how, especially with Arata, the whole mental ability that he has, right? And how it seems like there are gonna it's not just gonna be like a super OP thing. Like I mean, it is kind of OP like what he can do, but there's like drawbacks to it. There's gonna be some kind of a drawback or serious kind of consequence to it, right? And without K there, maybe they're gonna have something where K's not gonna be there, and then Arata, something bad's gonna happen to Arata. I feel like, um, so he kind of needs K there, but they're kind of so different, right? They're totally the total opposites. But I think that works out for them. For how they handle things. So I kind of like the dynamic between the two of them already. We still have like A lot of the other characters around, like Shion, like Maki, Ginoza's gonna be here as well. Sho is still around, but we had obviously new faces here. We did see Akane. Akane's like in confinement right now, which, like I said, in the first movie for Sinners of the System, she brought something up like this to Maki about like how like the higher ups have been kind of like having like a hawkeye over the enforcers and whatnot. So maybe like we don't really know what happened in between there, but um, she's in confinement here in season 3. So in the first movie, she passed off like one of the investigations to Maki because of that fact, because the higher ups had like kind of like a hawkeye over her. Kane, I'm talking about. So going off of that and then seeing her in confinement here in season 3, it's like, oh, the higher ups got her or something. I don't know. There's a lot more to it. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more to into it, but apparently she's the one who like kind of recruited or sought out for these two. Like she's saying that these two are pretty much her hope. In Kei and Arata, so that's pretty interesting. To say the least. So I'm excited to get more on the other characters, though. I'm not really like too big on I wasn't like too big on the two older guys at first. I forget what their names were because I'm gonna have to get the names down for the characters for the new guys. But the two older dudes at first, I was like kind of like on. I wasn't like they made like kind of a bad first impression on me, but they were kind of coming back there towards the end of the episode. But some of these other characters are gonna take a bit to grow on me. I do like the girl though. I think her name's Mao. I think it was Mao Kisaragi, something like that. I think her name was. I do like her. I like her so far. She made a stronger impression on me than the two older guys that I was talking about before. But Kei and Narata for the two new main leads, pretty good impression on me, honestly. So yeah, but good old psychopaths. There's always some corrupt business going on, and we it seems like here it's not even like the Sybil system, right? It's like a totally other faction or group, right, pulling the strings on these events that are happening. Well, they're not really. I guess you could say they are pulling the strings, but I mean they're like betting on them and like kind of messing with the stock market and like just kind of overseeing these things that are playing out here that our characters are investigating and that are getting into. So it's really interesting. It's really interesting what's going on. We're still obviously this is only episode 1, but we still have a lot more to go. But I would say this is a solid start, a pretty solid start for Psycho-Pass season 3. So yeah, guys, let me know what you all thought of this episode, this first episode of Psycho-Pass season 3. If you guys did enjoy the reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.